Hello, YouTube. It's Keith Kevin Kent. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's time again for another knife of the day. Man, I'm recording this on a Friday in April. I guess it's April 13th, Friday 13th in April, and it's 80 degrees on the east coast of the United States. This weather has been unbelievable. Cold and hot and cold and now blazing hot. It should be a beautiful day. Anyway, time for the knife of the day. That's where I go through my collection one knife at a time, one day at a time. I guess for a beautiful day, I wanted to have a beautiful knife. And today, it's one of my Hinderers. It's one of my favorite knives. When I carry this and put it on, anyone sees this knife, well, first they get scared. But if they love knives, they love the color, the shape, and everything. This is the Hinderer XM-18 Skinner flipper. So, of course, it's the XM-18 3.5 inch blade, satin, but stonewash, real nice stonewash. The swedges at the top, thick stock. I love the Skinner shape. You have the point, just a real nice knife. And it flips like a dream. I know back in the past, when I first started 3 years or so ago, Hinderers and flipping, everyone moaned about how they flip. They fly out there now. They solved it. The other thing, when I first started collecting, again, about three and a half years ago, the thing about Hinderers, they were mentioned like with Chris Reeve knives and all of that as a knife you wanted to get, but it was hard to find them. He would sell them to first, police, firemen, etc. And usually you'd have to get it on the secondary market. Look at it just fall. On the secondary market. And then not only on the secondary market with a increased price, there it was just hard to find. Once you found it, it was on the secondary market and the price was just outrageous. Two things they've done. They really have done a great job on the flippers. Their weak detents and not being able to flip, that was a problem. Second thing is distribution. Now you can go to Blade HQ or anywhere else online and get a brand new knife, Hinderer, which for me is great. I hate not having the money, not being able to find a knife. This, of course, comes in a lot of different colors. I like this dark red color with the G10 scales. You can get it blue, gray. I've seen them all kinds of colors. I've seen them in natural G10 as well. But man, chunky knife, ready to do. You see how smooth? Flips out, ready to do some business. It's the Skinner, XM-18 Skinner. S35 VN steel. Of course, Crucible's S35 VN steel. 3.5 inches on the blade, 3.1 inches the edge. The total size 8.25. That's the total size. And it comes in at 5.6 ounces. Hey, look at that blade. It's a big blade. Fat-wise. Nice. It's heavy, but man, it feels good. This handle just fits nice. 4-finger grip with my big Michelin Man hands. No jimping on the blade, but you do have it right here. A little bit of the blade and on the back. See that? So you feel confident with the grip. I am a big fan. I love fancy, but I love simple too. I'm a huge fan of the Hinderer pivot. Just one screw. You get a dime or a penny and you can take care of your knife in the field. Again, they spent a lot of time with first responders, selling them knives. This is G10. I look at the color is unbelievable. Lanyard hole more to the side. See-through construction. Titanium liners. Titanium on the back with a titanium frame lock. The other thing about Hinderers, I'm not one, and you've seen a lot of my knives. You can see them on this playlist, the knife of the day, or on the channel. Got a bunch of playlists. I'm really not a big person that pimps the knives. Again, I keep saying the next person, once I decide to sell knives, or my kids or grandkids can decide to pimp it later. But I'm a huge fan of looking at what people do with their knives. I'm not snooty in that way. I love to see what they do. Hinderer does a lot of things. For instance, this right here is right-handed only, tip up or tip down. Mine is at tip down, or you can have it tip up. I love it because they sell these little plates right here. They sell different clips. They sell a lot of different things that you can change. You can have different colors for the standoffs right from Hinderer. I love that. They don't fight people who want to personalize their knives. They actually help people personalize them. This has become a favorite of mine, and I usually like smaller knives, plain and simple. I say it all the time, but man, this is so well done. It's up to doing any task. Feels great in the hand, and it looks nice too. The knife of the day, it's the Hinderer XM-18, the Skinner Flipper. Yeah, with that dark red. It's smooth as silk. Just to give you a sense, here's the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. And here's a Chris Reeve Sabinza 21, large Sabinza 21. Ooh, it's one of my favorites. It snuck up on me. I wanted to buy it, and as soon as I took it out of the box, it became a huge favorite of mine. Flips great from Hinderer. Flips great from Hinderer. Smooth as silk for a huge big blade. Loving it. And I love that color on the G10. There you have it. That's the knife of the day. Monday through Friday, we do knives of the day. On the weekend, I waste a lot of time just doing nothing. But I usually get a bunch of knives together that have something in common, and we talk about that either on Saturday or Sunday. Boy, beautiful weather outside in the 80s this weekend, in the 70s on the east coast of the U.S. of A. I hope you guys are having great weather too. No matter when you watch it, no matter where, no matter what year, I hope you're having a great time. You have a perfect day. Take good care of yourselves. Hey, do a favor for me. Turn off all this social media stuff and spend a couple of minutes alone with yourself. I'll tell you, it's one of the hardest meetings for me, just me and myself without distractions. But it does make me feel better, makes me a better person. Man, I'm 58 years old, 3 kids, 5 grandsons. I wish I would have done this at an earlier age. And most of you guys are like 21 to 34-ish. Start doing it now. Trust me, better husband, better father, better friend, better everything if you did that. Oh, I wish I would have done it earlier. Now you can do that. You guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.